There we go. What is happening right now? Jeez Louise. I have to redo this whole thing. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna have to redo all of this. This is all jacked up now. Yep. I got no chat windows. This is why. I don't know what happened. Oh, well. What's up, Court? How we doing tonight? Close that out. This is broke, babe. It's all broke. Oh, my Lord. I don't know what's going on. This is so wild. Exhausted first, but that sucks that you're back at work, but at the same time, that's a good thing, right? You know what I mean? Why is that echoing so loud all of a sudden? Check 1, 2. Can you hear me now? Can y'all still hear me? You missed the kids? I understand that. I understand that. I gotta rebuild all this. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but now I have echoes. Yeah, no, but I have feedback all night long now. I don't know what happened. It's like all the settings got messed up. It's crazy. I have no chat window. It's wonderful. Yep. I don't even know what to do. Oh well, we'll see what happens. We shall see. There's no chat on OBS. I just reinstalled it. Oh well. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. Bum 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 bum. Hey Pixie, what's up? What's up? What's up? Ay 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 ay. Yeah, I wonder if it's the glitch from the recording profile that's causing all the docs to go out. I can't wait for you to catch up to where I'm currently at. It did? It got crazy? It sounds like it's starting to pick up. It's starting to pick up. It's definitely starting. It's for sure. What's up, Allie? Little room, kinda. All right, well. Get my drink over here. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, this is funny. What's up, Dr. Lego? Oh, that's all right. I'm sure you was busy. You're at 33. Okay, yeah, no, these chapters are pretty quick. They already bought out those contracts. Sorry. All right, what is this? Now I'm getting security alerts. Oh, I wonder if that's why. Maybe that's what I gotta do. Anyway, I don't know what to do because my stuff's all what's up, DW? What's up? How we doing? 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 Oh man, oh man. I'll tell you what. We're gonna try to do what we can tonight, but my OBS is jacked up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My settings have been messed up somehow. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My chat doesn't show up. I've got my volume at the same settings, but it's all jacked up. So I don't know if this is the case. I'm not, because I have to, like, this is wild. Kind of disappointing. Ah! You're almost. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for all the kind words about the videos. They're fun making. I'm really enjoying the story too. It's a good, quick, fast paced with some humor in it. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you stopping by. Bum, bum, bum. YouTube sounds okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. But now the question is if I get back away, is it still active? Is it still okay? I don't know. I might just have to rebuild. What do you think, though? I am Team Blake. I am all about Team Blake. Callum is. I mean, Callum's a cool dude. I'm not complaining about Callum. I'm not saying he's a bad guy or anything. He's not it. Callum's not it. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, hang on a second, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see what I see? Did you see what I see?
Mr. Rez, I have a nice truck. Just us for Gotham.
Sorry. I think it was Mr. Rez sighting. Like, I like Locken too. Locken seems like a really cool guy too. He seems like he's pretty down to earth, pretty straight shooter. You know what I mean? But I'm Team Blake. I am Team Blake, but I don't have an issue with Callum, even though he's a blonde guy. You know what I mean? I don't like blonde guys, per se. Oh, yeah. I was trying to slide in here unannounced. Never, 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 never. Rory's annoying. Rory is annoying. I'm not going to lie. Rory is annoying, but we deal with Rory. We deal with Rory. It's okay. She's young. It's just we're gonna accept her for what she is. Oh man, like I can't even my chat. I don't even know what to do because it's not showing. It's not showing in the docs. I'm afraid to reset the docs. How did I get a restriction? Oh my lord, TikTok. Are you freaking for real? I swear, TikTok. It is a fictional freaking character, TikTok. You freaking bullying harassment. I swear. You want to add Lorcan to the ginger? Oh yeah. Belle might be able to help with that. She's not here. I wonder if she's still feeling. We got to check on her, make sure she's still feeling good. Not feeling too good. But yeah, we can definitely add him to the ginger button for sure. I don't know. You're saying she's nowhere near like as Feyre? Ooh, I don't. Ooh. See, this is my thing. Now the thing about ooh. I'd have to sit down and think that one out, but they're both pretty freaking annoying. I'm not gonna lie, but I think I got Rory a little bit more annoying just because she's older at the time. She's 20, and Feyre was still so young. You know what I mean? So I think that. So. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I think Feyre is annoying sometimes. All that, yeah. I think that's a good. I think that's pretty fun to say. DW. That's safe to say. I might as well just move this over here and then just put this over here. If this is my, I'm like, ay ay ay. Sorry, y'all. I'm having to move stuff around just because, like I said, my settings are all jacked up. So now I'm gonna have to keep my chat over here. Yeah, I think Feyre was like 18 or 19 when it happened. So. She's just a little younger, but she didn't have anybody to really teach her. Her sisters didn't like her, as whereas Rory, she had teachers, and I mean, I know her dad was doing, but yeah, I don't know. I'd have to sit down and break it down. Bryce was okay, but Bryce started to annoy me a little bit in the second and third book. But I like Bryce. But she started to annoy me. Bryce started, especially in the second book. The third book for sure. She started to annoy me in the second book, but the third book for sure. The third book, she annoyed me. I will say that one. Okay, what are we saying? It's a wolf thing. Ah. Oh, Violet was horrible in the first half too. Violet was so annoying as well. Like, yeah, let's not get it twisted now. Violet was annoying too. Absolutely. She was. I think all of them have been a little bit annoying if we just gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? What happens if I just reset my docs? Resetting UI, you will need to unhide the docs. Menu invisible. That just resets the UI. I don't think it's. Yeah, no, I can't even say that, Allie. I can't even say that. Aylin even annoyed me a few. I understand why she did it, but she annoyed me a few times too. Let's not get it twisted now. She doesn't get out of here scot-free. Miss, I'm keeping plans from everybody and not telling secret. Like, I mean, let's keep it real now. Let's keep it real. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? You know what I mean? All right. I guess we're gonna set this up like this. Now that's why. I mean, it's fair statement. It's. I can't disagree with you, but. All right. So we're gonna have everything completely Stroud cab today. All right. Yeah. So. Just for recording purposes, we're keeping YouTube on. I am gonna say I'm keeping YouTube on, even though I don't know why my stuff's not working. It's annoying. It's making me sad. But anyway, let's see. So far, my girl Nesta has been. Look, listen. She's not safe either. Don't get it twisted now. What are we talking about? Don't get it twisted with her either. She is not free from very much either. Let me tell you that. Okay? No. She's not free. Let's try to refresh. That didn't do nothing. Bum. Did that work? Nope, that didn't work either. All right. I'm gonna stop messing. I'm gonna try one more thing to see if I can fix this chat, but I don't know what's happening unless I don't even know. It's pulling the background. The CCS is there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We might just have to rebuild it tomorrow. I might do that tonight. Who knows? Rebuild it all. Son of a bitch, that sucks. Anyway. Okay. So that's where we're at. Let's see. What do we have? Ooh. I do have an announcement to make, per se. We'll be making an announcement as soon as Liz has something for me. Oh, I had to turn my lights on. Sorry, I was gonna turn my overhead. I was wondering why it's still a little dark. Hang on. I got to turn a little overhead lights on really quick. 1 second. 1 second. Didn't really do much, did it? Do I have all? I do have all my lights on. They are on. It just seems so dark. I don't know why it seems so dark. Anyway, all right, we're losing our mind today. We are really losing our mind today, folks. What was I going to talk about? Okay, so yes, what were we talking about? Thank you for the fan club. Okay. The wheel. We were talking about the wheel yesterday, y'all. Remember the wheel yesterday? Why does that look so big? That's what she said. What is happening? I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm losing my mind. I guess it's okay. Anyway, what was I talking about? I forgot. The wheel. Sorry, I'm losing my mind with this big white blob right there.
It at this point.
I'm trying, but it's now a distraction because it's a big white blob. It's like I'm like a moth pulled to it. It's so wild. Okay, so the wheel. Myself, ladies and gentlemen, Les is here. All right. I think I can't. There. Maybe if I just do that. Maybe if I do that. I'm trying, but the problem is I have to look over here for the chat when the camera's over here. You see what I'm saying? It's.
May I?
Okay, so she gonna mess around with some stuff, but we were discussing last night, and if y'all remember, we were talking about the last letter, y'all. All right, we were talking about the last letter. No, I know, but you're doing it, so I get pulled away. Okay, so we were talking about the last letter, and I told you how I felt about it. Like, it's not that I don't want to read it; it's just I'm not super duper excited. So what we've decided we're gonna do, we're gonna listen to it together, okay? Because she's not really like, I don't want to really. I don't know. You really don't want to read it either, do you?
Oh, listen.
Yeah. So like we're interested in it, but it's not what we want, if that makes sense. So we're gonna listen to it together at the end of the day, and then we'll tell you what we think. So with that being said, I'm gonna replace it on the wheel. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna, whoa. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that'll work for tonight. Yeah.
Just for now.
Yeah, no, it'll work. And we're gonna have to rebuild. So again, it's not that I don't. It's just, it's not. We kind of going back into the fantasy realm. So I want to kind of go there. So her and I will listen to it while we're doing stuff, and if it ends up being okay, maybe I need to read this and give a review, then I'll do it. But after we listen to it, I'll still make a video and be like, all right, this is what I thought, and I'll tell you like, okay, you know, whatever. But that's what we're gonna do. So with that being said, we're gonna. Oh, you already removed it. She has removed it. And we're gonna add a new book, and that new book has come highly recommended. It has come highly recommended. So that book is another dark fantasy, from what I understand, and the book is called The Poison Daughter. The Poison Daughter. So that's the one I was highly recommending, that one. So that's the one we're gonna put up in there, in the place of it. Okay, so a couple people seem to be interested. Okay, so
wait.
I'm about to discuss that next. Okay. Yep, I'm about to discuss that next. So we're gonna add that one into its place. So yep, go ahead and add it into its place. Vanna White, Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, with the you just walk back.
You just walk back and forth.
Spin.
Okay.
We don't have no I'll get the whiteboard. I'll make us letters.
So now, with that being said, since we had to make a change, I think it is only fair that we take the standalone books and we give them the even number of votes. So Starside is still going to be in the lead, okay? Starside is still in the lead. It's destroying them. But the rest of the standalones, which I just believe it would be The Poison Daughter and The Poet Empress and Lights Out. Those are our 3 standalones. We're all going to give those Poison Daughter amount of votes, or we can start them back at 0. Because those are just, you see what I'm saying? I think that's the only, they have to be fair. Or it stays with its votes, but it's kind of jacked up that it just gets thrown on. I don't know.
Why don't we just match it to the lowest, and then it doesn't start at 0, and it's the same as this one. It puts those 2 standalones at equal.
Okay, what is that one at? 6, and that one's at.
This is 12.
Okay, so that would be a 20. So put them both. Let's put them both at 10. Let's put them both at 10. We'll bring that one up and knock that one down. I like shares. Yeah, we're gonna share them. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. Does that sound good? I think that sounds good.
Split them equal.
That we split the votes between the highest and the lowest. There. I think that's even. And that's just for the singles. We left the series, and then we still left Starside because it does have, you know what I'm saying? Because it's way the fuck up on out there. But I think that's fair. Does anybody have disagreements, bitch stripes, or complaints? So, are you going to come and sit down, or are you going to jump inside tonight? What do we get? What do we get? Oh, Riddick! Taming the Alpha's Daughter? Isn't that the book in the freaking that we're reading? Isn't that in the book? No, that was the Alpha and the Maid. That must be a wolf thing. DW said she almost had to tell her therapist it's a wolf thing today in therapy. I was like, wait, what did you say? That's pretty funny. I think we're gonna have to blow up OBS tomorrow.
I think we're gonna have to rebuild it.
That's what I'm saying. Blow up OBS and rebuild it. I don't know. And I don't think we need to do a different profile. I think we can just. I think we can figure it out. Just another scene. You know what I mean? We'll figure it out. But okay. Anyway, folks. Sorry, we're brain fried. Brain fried. Living unexectified. Are we ready to get some wolves in? Let's get some chapters in. So this, if I'm not mistaken, there's like 64 chapters. I'm at like 45%, so we'll be over half the way. I want to finish this book Wednesday night. I think we can finish it Wednesday night. So, especially with what Court was saying, she says it's about to pick up and the chapters are pretty short. What page am I on? Let's verify. 174 of 389. Ooh. Between tonight. That'd be a lot. That's a lot. And trying to rebuild the OBS. I don't know. We're gonna shoot. That's the goal. We're gonna try to shoot for that being the goal. We're gonna see. But y'all have a doctor.
Right. But like I won't be here. So
yeah.
enjoy.
Oh yeah, it'll be quiet. I might. What time is it at? We'll talk later. Cool. Oh, okay. When will the next book get chosen? Okay, so Dr. Lego, with that being said, As soon as we finish The Night Prince, we are starting on Beast to the Flame, the one from M.A. Levy. The night we start that book, then we'll make it official which book off the wheel is going to go. And right now, the lead is currently Starside. So right now, as it excuse me, as it stands, Starside is our next read, and that's going to slide in there. That's what she said right before we do the Akatar reread. Right? Yeah. Yes. Ooh, I'm supposed to remind you. You still have to change the TBR. We need to order the cap box bottom, new bottoms, and we still got it.
Find it.
Okay, and we still got to fill out that paperwork.
It's a great time to remind
I know. I listen. It just hit my head. I'm sorry, but I had to get it out, or it would be in my mind. It doesn't mean we got to do it tonight.
We gotta do it again tomorrow.
You hit 33. It's page 260. 39 days until the Akatar. Yeah. And I still have to figure out how I'm going to do the Akatar videos. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might.
He's so stressed, guys.
Well, like I want to go back and watch them, but I don't have time to watch them. Pick out the high stuff and be like, "Can you believe that's just Anne Reed?" And it's there'd be
Some
no way.
days you only did one chapter.
Right. But to go back and watch the video and y'all think I'm this good editor or something. It's, again, your ability, your thoughts and me doing things sometimes is like how I think you can carry big, heavy things sometimes when we're outside. Like, come on, you can pick up those 6 cinder blocks. You got it. I just picked up 7. You can easily pick up 5. Come on. Okay, let's go with 2. All right, you're good with 1. You picked up the 1.
No. No.
You still got to finish Crescent City. Oh, yes, you do. You do. Yes. Launch your army. I wouldn't even know how to do that. I wouldn't know how to ask because I don't know what I want. Like, I would have to be like, okay, I want to do this, but I don't even know what I want to do, so I can't. You know what I'm saying? What was that? You see, that is so wild. Release the feral hellhounds. I feel like that'd be.
Them.
I don't want to call y'all hellhounds. That seems like it's an insult. You're not hellhounds. You're my voices. The reread will have a guide. We're trying to do about like we are now, about 5 chapters, but it's really based on pages, so it's between like 40 and 50 pages a day.
There's if you look at the TBR and go to the August page, it has a link there that will take you directly to the guide that DW made. And it's all like online, so you don't have to like download anything. You just click on it and it should open up in a browser tab or something.
She's like, well, listen. Yeah, I forgot you put
It's all there.
I forgot you put the links and the buttons
it'll
on.
also link you right back to the right Discord channel, just in case you need to see it there. 'Cause I know sometimes they drop away after a while.
All right. So yeah. So that's
Drop
super
after
cool.
inactivity.
Oh, I tell you what though, we were fucking. I tell you what, and I don't mean this in any bad way. You know what I mean? I will say this much. As much as I am enjoying the series, right? I really am enjoying the series and the tales of Blake and Callum and fucking Rory, right? I'm enjoying the series. But I tell you what, now, lucky y'all down in the Discord, y'all talk about this shit. But if I would have heard fucking Blake's voice in the first book, I'd have turned that shit off right away. What do you mean? What do you mean? Blake sounds like this. My name is Blake. And I'm a scary. What? You know, I said they gave him a voice in the second book, and I'm glad we haven't got there yet because I just listened when she gets there. But I tell you what, how the hell did y'all get through the book on the audiobook? Like, I mean, That was pretty rough. That was almost as annoying as listening to Jamie. My name is Jamie. Sorry.
Boy.
Sorry.
I screamed yesterday. Screamed while I was listening to it. I was laughing. All I can see is anytime Blake says anything, all I see is Ben Stiller in Zoolander. That is all I see. That schmucky just, come here, little rabbit. I'm like, come on, Pop. I got the black lung. I don't know. It might also be her voice a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes audiobooks hit just a little different. But I was quite entertained last night while I was listening out here while I was working on some cosplay stuff, and he got to listen to it too. It was hilarious.
It was funny. It was a good one. What's up, baby girl?
I'll scoop.
You're gonna scoop for me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, love.
I'll scoop.
He got his own voice and book too. That's. I was like, what the heck is happening? I was like, okay.
I was excited to hear he has his own voice.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie. So far, my experience with audiobooks, per se, okay, is when she used to listen to The Outlander all the time, and all I heard was Jamie, oh Jamie, oh Jamie every time, right? So that was annoying. And then after that, I listened to the ACOTAR graphic audio for a little while, and that was all cool and dandy. And then I heard the winnow sound. Once I heard the winnow sound, I about died. What are we doing? That was what we came up with. What? I was like, all right, this, and then this one now. This was wild. Like, I like the graphic audiobooks. It seemed cool. I had to listen to. Well, no, that wasn't a graphic. Remember, I had to listen to a few chapters for Kingdom of Ash because I had the misprint book that had, like, it went to chapter whatever and then went back a few. So I didn't do that. I didn't have that. I tried to listen to the Dune audiobook. I couldn't deal with that guy's voice. But I do like them. It's funny. So far, all of them have had something that have like made me laugh, like completely, like, this is just wild. You know what I mean? This is just wild. Like the winnow sound and then Blake's voice. It's just crazy. And so, when I do the reread of Fourth Wing, when I reread Fourth Wing, which won't be for a while, when I redo Fourth Wing, I'm going to listen to the graphic audiobook on that one as well. So, you don't like graphic audios, Courtney? That's all right. You ain't got to. I haven't done many of the audios or graphic audios, so I'm gonna start giving them a try. But all right. Well, I was hoping P was gonna show up, but she not showing up. But all right, let's get into it because again, I want to try to get done tomorrow night. So I think we're ready. Hang on, gotta get a good rune smell in here. I'm telling you, this candle's addicting. Is that part of the study too? Is that part of the study? How many times does Weiss sniff the rune candle? Is that what's happening? No, I'm just playing. All right. So, I think let's see. Oh, hang on. Does it say I can't? I took my glasses off. I can't. It looks like you said maybe. She says maybe. Okay, what are we maybe? And sorry, did I say something? Maybe. Lights Out audiobook should win an award. Maybe. What do you mean by that? Like, is there some good voices in there? Or it's just some, they good on the scenes to make the scenes good? Ah, there we go. All right. I can see now. All right, we'll put that over there. Oh, thank you for the gift, love. Thank you for the gift. All right. I don't know if she's coming. Maybe the candle snip. Maybe. Recommend the audiobook for Lights Out. It makes it better. Oh, I might have to try. I don't know. We'll figure it out. What's up, Q? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. All right. Hopefully everybody can hear me good. We're going to have to make, yeah, we're definitely going to redo this tomorrow. All right. Woo. Screen monitor. 100% audio on Lights Out. I don't think you'd read it. Okay. Maybe when I do Lights Out, then maybe when Lights Out comes in, that's when I do my immersive read, one of my first immersive reads. You know what I mean? Maybe I do that. Then I don't know how to do the reaction for that, unless I do headphones. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, folks. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm going to try it. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to try it. I just have to figure out the right story. And then I think if I do it, I just have to put headphones on so I could record. And that way the audio wouldn't pick up. Ooh, shake it like a Polaroid picture. No worries, Dr. Lego. No worries. I get distracted with immersion. So I tried to do it one time before I knew it was a thing, like it was an actual thing. God damn, what'd you throw at me? Fucking cookie crumbs. Damn. Jeez. She's attacking me with cookies, folks.
My bad.
Wow. I'm going to toss your cookies later. It's a wolf thing. It's okay. Oh my God. Get it. But no, I was doing good. I was doing good on it. And then what got me is when I was reading, it said like in Reese sighs, but in the audiobook, the dude voicing Reese just sighed, and all of a sudden my words in the like the audio in my eyeballs got off. And I'm like, fucking stop this bullshit right now. No. I know he sighed, but I read it, he sighs, so I can't know. It was jacked up. I had to stop it from there, but we'll figure it out. Oh, the lobster scene was great. I love the lobster scene. That was funny. Lights Out, 500 out of 10. Yeah, right? Exactly. Lasai. Okay. I think we're ready to go. The adventures of fucking Rory, Blake, and Callum. What are you laughing at, lassie? No way, Bonnie. What are you doing? Hey? She's eating a cookie. Later on, I'm going to eat her cookie if she lets me. Oh, hey! What?
Rune Dannon, Crown Prince of the Valbaran.
Family-friendly show. Here's a tip, no. Don't choke on your cookie. Don't spit it out either. Okay, we're gonna stop. All right, chapter 27, The Night Prince. Not the Night Wolf. Not the Wolf Prince either. It's the Night Prince, just so you know. All right. And yes, I did mess up and call Lockin Lorkin. Okay, I did. I admit it. I called him the wrong name, and I called the book by the wrong title. I thought I would get more call outs. I only got 2, but it's true. It's true.
See, everybody's accepted that you just say random names.
I'm just dumb. They're like, hey, just dumb.
No, they're like,
it's you though. See, exactly.
This guy, don't correct him with the names. It's just him. It's just him.
At this point, we've come to accept it.
They're like,
I really want to start, but okay, we're starting. Chapter 27. There's a light drizzle in the air. It washes over me as soon as I walk through the tunnel leading to the courtyard and out onto the ground surrounding Lowfell. It's dark, and the windows of the castle behind me flicker with soft orange light. Despite the rain, the air is crisp and smells like mud and wood smoke. I pull my coat tighter, and boots sinking into the earth. Approach figure who looks out onto the loch. It's a big lobster, watch out! If he's embarrassed about what happened last night, or now he's woke up this morning, he gives no indication of it. You feel different today? My voice is almost swallowed by the sound of the branches swaying overhead and the rain hitting the loch. Oh, thank you for the gifts.
That's a kitty cat.
Thank you, thank you, thank
That was
you.
on my face.
It was on your face?
That was on my head.
It was
That
on
was
her
cool.
head. Blake's shirt clings. See, I don't even. Where's the chat? Oh, where is it? Oh.
Right down at the bottom.
Oh, there it is, down there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
that's the
bottom.
info. There's the chat. Oh,
Yeah.
feather tiara too. Oh, thank you guys.
See?
There, it's
You
over
see
there.
it
It's over there. It's over there. It's here. It's there. We gotta fix all this tomorrow. Oh, just do that. Ooh, there you go. She's just gonna do that, yo. Anyway, digressing. Okay, a Blake's shirt clung to his chest and torso beneath his open coat. A few aired strands of his hair stuck to his forehead. I always felt better after it's happened. Lighter. Is it the act of shifting you don't like, or being a wolf? Both. I cannot control it. I like to be in control. I notice, I say. I catch a hint of his dimples. Callum doesn't think I'm a wolf. What do you think? He's the last person I want to come to for help. Yet, I am a wolf. He drags his teeth over his bottom lip and looks out of the mountain. Yes. Why didn't you say anything? You let Callum and me believe otherwise? He shrugs. Callum wasn't too pleased with me this morning. As for you, I'm letting you know now, aren't I? I sign, and my breath mists in front of my face. How do you know for sure I'm a wolf? I would have been able to share my force. I wouldn't have been able to share my life force with you if you were human. He turns to face me. Rain runs down his cheeks and moistens his lips. I saw you the night when I shared my life force with you. I caught glimpses of your dream, your memories, your thoughts. Was it not the same for you? I think of the fevered images and sounds that filled my being. Screams and Timmy! Timmy down! Timmy's down!
I caught him.
Timmy!
It doesn't count. I caught him.
His signs are everywhere.
That's
Poor
what she
Timmy.
says.
Oh man. It's everywhere. Get a towel. Bing screams and scalps in darkness. Yes. A pensive look crosses his face. I found you. I saw your wolf form. She's the color of moonlight. She's got to be the heart of the moon. Something tightens inside me, and it's not him. I feel stripped bare, as if Blake has seen things of me that no one else has. It's not right. A part of me wants to get away from him, to run back to the castle and find Callum. My legs won't move, even when he slips a hand into his coat, pockets, and turns back to the lock. I think of all the experiments Blake has done on other wolves. Have you ever known a wolf not to shift on the night of a full moon? No, never. Why didn't I shift? His curiosity pulses inside me. That's the question, isn't it, little rabbit? We both look out onto the mountains. The shadows hide their peaks. We have another problem, he says. What? My source of Mara Allah has delivered some bad news. My pulse quickens. Is Fiona all right? As far as I know, it's Claire. Apparently she got herself captured by Alexander's men on her way to Mara Allah. Oh, poor fucking Claire. God dang it. I liked you, Claire. His jaw tightened. Claire is James's. Claire is important to James. He'll want to get you quickly so you can trade for you. I nod. We should be ready by tomorrow, shouldn't we? After the ambush. We'll have an army if all goes well. Still, the thought of James might be panicking makes me uneasy. I think he'd do anything to get Claire back. He might make his own move against us. He runs a hand along his jaw. It really is strange you didn't shift. Perhaps if you let me run some tests? I step back and almost slip into the mud. I'm not as adverse to the idea the last time he suggested, but I can't forget that he's plotting against us. A dimple punctures his cheek. Do you think I'm going to hurt you, little rabbit? I don't know. Are you? He shrugs and turns his gaze back to the mountains to indicate the end of our conversation. Let me know if you change your mind. Morning mist shrouds the loch as Callum rides south with a small party of men the next morning to ambush Alexander and his men. I wanted to come along, I bet you did, but Callum was alarmed about Claire being kidnapped as Blake. The two alphas think James might be waiting for me to leave Lowfell. I watched from the arch window in the stairwell outside the library, a cloak wrapped tightly around my cloak around me to ward off the chill. The horse hovers, thunders against the wild terrain, and I can just about make out the yellow of Lochin's kilt and Jack's dark clothing before they disappear into the mountains. I rub my hands together to bring some heat into them, then retreat into the library. As the morning passes, the weather changes. The sky becomes heavy with gray clouds, and the air feels thick and muggy. Static energy prickles against my skin, and the ball of restlessness coils inside me, mingling with a twinge of anxiety. I think a storm is a-comin'. Sitting in the window seat, I pore through the various texts. My vision blurs, my concentration waning. I know Callum can look after himself, but I'm worried. Alexander is a fearsome foe, and I know what my people do to wolves. I recall the fur coat that hung in my wardrobe in the borderlands, made from a wolf the night of a full moon. Reading anything interesting lately, little rabbit? Blake leans against the doorframe. I flick the page and go back to the account I'm reading of the Alpha in the Snowlands, named the Shadow Wolf. Ooh, the Shadow Wolf. Bam, bam, bam. What are you doing? It seems to have devoted the night, and he was looking for the heart of the moon to free him from his prison. Do you know, I think there may be a storm coming, Blake. He wanders over, and his boots thud against the floorboards. His shadow looms over me as he leans against the stone wall near the window seat by my feet. His scent of ink and night-soaked forest washes over me. I think you may be right, he says. Do the wolves in your clan know that you're a big bad boy who is afraid of thunder? Obviously not. I flick another page. Let us hope they don't find out. My dimple punctures his cheeks. Indeed. There's a rustle as Blake picks up the book atop the pile at my feet. This one is no good. He places it on the shelf beside him and rifles through the next. Nor is this one. This one is dull. And this one, if you wish for a more comprehensive guide to the battle of shadow and snow, Erickson is better. I grit my teeth as a pale, discarded book grows. Ah, but this one is interesting. I make the mistake of glancing up. He opens the book that Elise gave me. The Alpha's Secret. An embarrassing sound scrapes against my throat as I lurch forward and snatch it from his hands. Give me that. I adjust myself on the window seat cushion. Can I have a word with Callum? If you like, I can have a word with Callum if you like, little rabbit. Give him some tips if he's not performing to your satisfaction. I fight the flesh in my cheeks. You have nothing better to do than attempt to vex me. Attempt? I don't attempt anything. I always achieve my goals. Fine. Well done. You have succeeded at being the singular most irritating male I've ever encountered, and go congratulate yourself elsewhere. It's my castle. You're welcome to leave if my presence bothers you so much. I roll my eyes and go back to the book about the Snowlands and have a theory about the bond, by the way. You do? I'm all ears, little rabbit. I smile because I sense him putting... I'm not holding your hand and you're not doing that to me again. No, you're not going to show your power over me. I smile because I sense him putting up his guard wall. He's caging his emotions so I won't feel them. I slide my feet from the cushions onto the window seat and turn to face him. I study his features, the light brown eyes, the frame by dark lashes, his chiseled jaw, his hands resting on the bookshelf. I want to be able to detect any changes in his demeanor. He leans forward, placing his hands on either side of my thighs, his fingers sinking into the cushion. His face is close to mine, and his eyes gleam like he knows what I'm trying to do. And he's showing me how unconcerned he is. Arrogant bastard. I inch closer, so our breath mingles. I think the heart of the moon can break it, I His lips part and he gasps softly. Triumph swells inside me until I realize he's making fun of me. Well, no shit. A frustrated noise scrapes my throat and I jerk up my knees so I can hit him in his crotch. Ah! That's not nice. He grabs my calf, his fingers curling around my muscle. My skirt has ridden up and the heat from his hand sears my bare skin. He stiffens slightly. My breath hitches. You treacherous serpent. I pull away, and he releases me. He grins. One of his stupid, real grins, and stands straighter. The bookshelf creaks as he leans against it. Interesting theory. Although the heart of the moon has been lost for centuries. I have a theory about that too, actually. I bring my legs back up to the window seat. Ah, so that's why you're reading about the snowlands. You've been speaking to Lachen about your mother's journey from the snowlands and the moonflower at Glasgow, I presume. My head snaps toward him. How did you know about that? My brow seizes as the amusement pulses through me. I was the one who told the wolves to look for the heart of the moon in the borderlands, remember? You knew Sebastьod had been there? Of course I did, little rabbit. I have eyes everywhere. I pick up my books. Fine, you're so clever. Why don't you go and bother someone else? I'd rather bother you. I nod at the dark gray clouds that roll over the mountains outside the window, dulling the orange and the greens in the wild landscape. Shouldn't you start poisoning yourself in preparation for the storm like you did last time? He sighs. Perhaps I think I finally got the ratio right for falling for the sleeping tonic that works on wolves. Good for you. I hope you don't accidentally slip and give yourself too much wolfsbane. A soft chuckle escapes his lips. You'd better hope that's true. If I schmy, you schmy too, little rabbit. He pushes off from the shelf and strolls to the doorway. If the tonic fails, perhaps I'll distract myself by discovering what the Alpha's secrets might be. He rises the book Elise gave me, which I didn't realize he'd picked up. His eyes glint. If the other book were reading anything to go by, I am guessing it has something to do with his abnormally large... A soft growl grasps unprovoked against my throat. Oh, go away. He laughs softly to himself, and he heads down the spiral staircase, and I'm finally left in peace. By nightfall, Callum has still not returned. The shadows in the library are long and ominous, and the thunder rumbles through the castle. It's like a bad omen of the things to come. Worry tightens my chest. I need to know that Callum is all right. I feel helpless because there's nothing I can do. I am not unusually afraid of the dark, but I shiver when I put my books away, grab my candle, and hurry down the stairs. The torches in the corridors burn low as I make my way back to our chambers. I want to be in bed, safe, under the covers. I quicken my step. I hum the tune my mother used to sing me as a child. Wolf, soft, wolfy, warm, wolfy, little Rory has fur. Sorry. One of the vials of wolfbanes I took from the infirmary is in my pocket of my dress. I let its weight comfort me. I sigh when I reach the corridor leading to the bedchambers. There are footsteps behind me, and the thunder echoes through the castle wall. Bam, bam, bam. I spin around, and Ian, the blonde wolf from Lochan's clan, stands in front of me. Fucking Ian. Ugh, I gasp and reach for the wolfsbane. He slams me into the wall, you fucking bastard. It's an entertainment purposes, TikTok. You don't even know what I'm saying properly. A sickening cracks my head as it hits the stone. Ian's freckles blur with the corridor swims around me. With all my strength, I knee him in the crotch. She is all about them nut shots, let me tell you. He doubles over and I scream, and I scramble away. Blake! Blake! He hooks an arm around my waist and throws me back. I land on the ground, the wind knocked out of me. I try to get up, but he lands on top of me and straddles my chest. Two more men appear from the shadows and look down with merciless eyes. James was right, says Ian. You're the enemy, not him. You're a fool. This won't work out the way you expect. Callum and Blake will schmill. He pulls a cloth from the pocket and clamps it over my face. The arid scent of chemicals foul floods my nostrils. I wither beneath Ian, but I can't free myself. A panic crashes through me. Ian grins. It's time to meet the king. His face fades, and the darkness pulls me under. Bam, bam, bam! Oh no, she's been chlorophylled. Can you chlorophyll a wolf? That's crazy. We gotta spin, folks. We gotta. I don't even know what camera to look at anymore.
This one?
Whoopah! He's not even in the. Barlow's not even in the picture right now. Anyway, we're gonna. You're not even in the picture, and nobody's in the picture. What when Dungeon Crawler Carl Banana Peels. I saw you tried to move it, but you kicked it. I saw you.
It's landed on my toe. It went up and down.
Why did you try to push it with your foot? That's what I'm saying. I love you, but you literally have hands to pick up something that weighs less than a pound. Maybe 2 pounds at the most. I love you so much. Oh, Lord. She says, here comes the fun. You okay? All right. Wow. What is all this over here? What is this?
That I found that and I didn't know what to click, so I just left it alone. I wanted to show you, but that's just there for silly. I think that's why the chat's not working.
Yeah, maybe we'll figure it out really quick.
But I thought this way at least you could see, because when you get gifts, you always miss them. So this way you still have the chat.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
So that one stays in the forefront.
Uh-oh. Now the internet is unstable. What is happening again? It's back. We're back. We're back. Back
We got
again.
weather, guys. That's probably why.
Yeah. That's not the right password. We'll have to figure it out later. I'll figure it out later. All right, we're going to get back into the story. We'll work on that later. All right, we are going to get into it. We're going to blow up OBS tomorrow and rebuild it. So it'll be good. All right, here we are, chapter 28. You going inside, love?
I'm going to go Gambit.
Okay. Do you want to try to, you want to jump in? Is that what you want to do?
I can. You want me to?
It's not what I want you to. It's what do you want to do, my love?
You guys want to watch me Gambit, or you just want to listen? Either's fine. Well, you'd be listening either way. Maybe. Let me see how much I got.
All right. You're so wild. Me? Everybody's like, abstain. I said, yeah, you're wild. Just, yeah. I love you. All right. Chapter 28. The darkness. Oh, she left. Damn. I love you. The darkness is suffocating. It takes a moment for my eyes to adjust. I'm in a long corridor lined with cells. My heart jolts when I see the symbol etched in one of the cell doors. It's Knight's mark. I'm in his prison. A figure walks away from me. His breeches and shirts are stained gray in darkness. His footsteps are hurried, and I wonder if this is his dream or mine. Is he as disturbed to be here as I am? I can't quite remember what happened before I came here, but it feels urgent. I reach for him. Blake, I whisper. Something hisses from beyond, the door of the cell behind me, and my heart jolts. I hurry away from it. Blake! It doesn't turn. Oh, she's calling for Blake. It doesn't turn. I don't think he can hear me. I run after him, even though my footsteps punctuate the darkness. He doesn't acknowledge me. I feel his warmth. I note the bunched up of his muscles on his back. I reach for him. Blake! I need your help. The ground dissolves before I can touch him. I fall through the endless darkness. I'm in the church of light and sun. Only the wilderness has taken it. Moss coats the stone altar, thick green velvet. Vines burst through the ground and curl around my ankles. They snap from the walls and twist around my arms to hold, and twist around my wrists to hold my arms outstretched. But I didn't sin. A version of my voice whispers through the foliage that lines the doomed roof. All the women sin, child. All women sin, child. The shadow responds, and they sound like the high priestess. Your mother was a sinner. You are a sinner too. You don't want the sun goddess to be angered. Vines crack down on my back and jerk me forward. Hot tears swell into my eyes. I don't want to plead. I don't want to beg. I try to remind myself that this is a dream, but my back is being torn open and blood pools on the floor tiles. A copper scent hangs in the air. I'm screaming when a figure emerges from the crypt. His footsteps echo as he walks towards me. His eyes glow feral and amber. Fight, he says. I breathe in sharply. I'm sprawled across the floor and my head is thumping. The air tastes like stagnant water and my dress is damp. There's a barred wall in front of me, and I've been here before. I've played these games before! Sorry. I scramble to my knees. A cot is pushed against one wall, and there's a bucket in the corner. Shackles hang from the ceiling of rusty chains, and a fear prickles down my spine. This is the cell in the manor house. A stopping point that Blake brought me before I was given back to Sebastian. Blake taunted me here, and tried to get me to marry James. It's close to the borderlands. James must have organized a trade with Alexander, and he could be on his way now. I shiver. I slide my hand into my pocket and grasp the small vial of wolfsplanes. It's not much. James's army could be waiting for me outside these dungeons. But I can't go back to the south. I can't be the property of another Borderlands lord, especially not Alexander. I think he'll use me, so my father will pardon him. I'm sure he'll hurt me too. The ghost of his shouts in the throne room after I told my father he was planning to commit treason haunt the cell. My head fuzzy. I start to form a plan. I pray to any goddess that will listen for the strength to survive. I pray that Callum is there. I pray that Callum is okay, and Blake knows I'm gone. I'm sure that both of them will try to find me. I only hope that they get here before it's too late. Where is he? The torchlight flickers. The hours bleed together. I shiver on the cot with my knees pulling out onto my chest. Everything in the cell is damp on the walls. The sheets, my dress. I ache with the cold. I have felt like a prisoner for most of my life, but my gilded cage was very different on this one. I want to feel the sun and the tickle of the pine-scented winds on my face, the hike of Dawn's Crag, where the earth muddied my hands and the air was so crisp I could taste it. It feels like a lifetime ago. I'm not sure how much time passes by. Only every drop seems to count down as an inevitable. Count down to the inevitable. I am going to be sent to the borderlands, a fate that may be worse than Schmeth. Or perhaps James merely means to execute me to antagonize Callum. At one point, a man in the blue kilt, his fair hair tied onto a knot atop his head, passes me a hard bread roll through the bars. I recognize him from Madala. Duncan, I think is his name. I ask him what's happening, where James is, what's James's plan to do with me. He answers each question with a grim smile before turning his back and heading up the stairs. I wait, my jaw clenched, for James to appear and seal my fate. I wait for Callum. I wait for Blake. Insecurities gnaw on my insides like the rats that scurry through the dungeons, their little feet tapping against the stone floors. Hunger follows my stomach. My head thumps, and I don't know whether it's dehydration or the onset of the short bursts of fever that keep washing over me. Why hasn't Callum come? I see faces in the shadows, midnight air and feral eyes, and taunting smiles. Blake haunts me. The darkness shifts, and I think it's him. Screams echo through the dungeons, and even though I'm alone, and I hear the scrapes of metal, I hear the scrape of metal scalpels, and Blake's laughter. I wake, tangled in the sheets whimpering. Darkness rages inside me, cold and endless, and it tastes like pine and poison. I vow to myself, to the goddess of the sun and the moon, that I'll survive this. Callum will end James and take his throne. I'll break the bond with Blake and never return home to the south. We both will be free. Yet Callum is not here. I'm alone. I don't know whether it's day or night. When footsteps approach for a moment, I let myself imagine it's Callum, and he has come for me. There you are, princess. You didn't think I'd leave you alone, did you? I imagine his thick northern voice, warm and comforting. I imagine his arms around me and the solid safety of his body. Duncan shatters the illusion. He is flanked by 2 men in green kilts who enter my cell, grab me under my arms, and drag me into the corridor. My legs barely support me as they escort me up a narrow stairwell. I am cold and sweating as something wild inside me tries to surface. Hey, what's up, Sam? Welcome, welcome. Where are you taking me? I gasp. Quiet. The noise hits me as soon as we reach the ground floor. Shouts infiltrate from outside. I'm pulled past a window and catch a glimpse of men guarding the building, their swords glinting in the moonlight. My heart beats faster. I'm dragged around a corner. Though some double doors at what could have been a ballroom once, my heart almost stops. The room is vast in moonlight. The wall is half torn down on one side. Cold wind blows through it and rocks the dusty chandelier. 6 men sit around a long table. James sits at one end. He leans back in his chair with his legs spread slightly apart to display his dominance. His shirt sleeves are rolled up to his elbows to display the floral tattoo on one of his arms. Robert sits beside him, the alpha of the clan who wear the green tartan. He's a huge male in a shaved head who took on the role of the Wolf King when James was absent. He leans towards James and whispers something as I'm pulled closer to them. James grins. The other men who are facing me, no, the other alphas, all familiar. 2, though, I can't put names to their faces. Dread rolls in my stomach. These are the alphas from Mata Allah, who support James's claim to the throne. I fight every instinct I have to struggle and keep myself limp. Pallant, unassuming. I am thrown to the floor at James's feet, and I let myself crumble under the chipped tiles, my dress pulling around me. I thought you would kneel before a false king, princess. James' gruff voice echoes around the space. The alphas jeer. One of them growls. How things have changed. Adrenaline crashes through me. This is the male who bit me, who attacked me, who tried to force me to marry him, who's going to send me to the man who will hurt me. Loathing mixes my fear. I don't think I can get away from all these men, but I want him to know what it is to be afraid. I take a couple of deep breaths and steel myself. I launch myself at him like a rabid animal. I expected to be knocked off his chair, but his feet are planted firmly on the ground. The chair merely rocks before he grabs my wrist. A surprised sound escapes his lips. I didn't know you felt that way about me, princess, says James, and Robert laughs. But I grab his face. The amusement drains from his eyes. A hissing sound fills the ballroom as his skin burns beneath my fingers, which I douse with my vial of wolfsbane. He grabbed my wrist and hurls me across the room. My roar reverberates off the high ceiling. I land hard and on the cold tiles, the wind knocked out of me. My elbows bang hard against the floor, and I suppress my whimper. There's a loud bang, like the door slamming open. The uproar, men shout. Chairs scraped against the alphas jump to their feet. Tie her up! James snarls James through the chair. The legs. I see one man get thrown to the ground. Boots thud. A growl fills the space. I don't know what's happening.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody.
That's what's happening. I need to escape. I scramble to my knees. James' eyes shift as they lock onto mine. Get back down. He puts the force of the wolf behind his words. It's like being knocked back by an avalanche. He's using as Athene. The alpha command on me. I grit my teeth and withstand it before shoving it off. I get up and run. Duncan grabs me into my arms and drags me to the column that supports my ceiling. He wrenches my arms around and binds my wrist with the rope. A male roar fills the air, but the wildness inside me wants release, and I can't focus on it. A scream builds inside me, a hollow and endless. A smooth laugh cuts through the echo like a blade. I breathe in sharply or Blake strolls toward the end of the table. His black shirt is stiff, bricked and clicked. He's buttoned up the collar, though his dark hair is unruly as usual. He drops into one of those seats and throws his arms over my back. He winks at me. My heart squeezes. Callum is behind him, and I realize the cause of the uproar. They must have just arrived. He is carved out of rage and thunder. He has a foot on the neck of one of the alphas who must have risen to greet him, while a blond man in a light green tartan holds a dagger to his throat. Callum barely seems to notice. It strikes me how unpoised he looks in comparison to Blake. His cheeks are flushed and his dark blonde hair windswept, like he rode fast to get here. There's a tear on his shirt, a streak of blood that I hope is not his. The wolf flares in his eye, and he stares at his brother. Hi, Emily's mom and hello, mom and dad and stepdad. Hello, family. Hello. Enjoy. I hope you enjoy. Welcome to our insanity. Callum. Oh, wait, Callum, I whispered. It's going to be okay, Rory. His voice is rough. No one is going to hurt you. We'll see about that, growls James. A dimple punctures Blake's face. We're here to negotiate the terms of your release, little rabbit. Ah, very interesting. Very interesting. Bum, 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 bum. It's time for a spin. All right. We got a little spin going on now. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. All right, what do we got? Ooh. Oh, hang on. Book. That's the Book of Azrael. All right, there we go. What do you know? We're gonna. All right, we got it. What is this? Next change panel something. I don't even know what that's doing. All right, anyway, we're digressing. They wave that. Didn't even know you could see him. Ah, right? That's awesome. Hey. Okay, so, okay. Now we are on chapter 29. 29. Ah, I thought that was going to fix it, but it did not. It didn't fix it. All right, here we go. Chapter 29, the Wolf King. We're not on the Wolf King. We're on the Night Prince. 29. Here we go. What time is it? Oh, that's all we got. Lots of time. Let's do it. We're here to negotiate the terms of your release, little rabbit. Blake's voice echoed around the derelict ballroom. I'm breathing hard and in the blinding... I'm breathing hard and the bindings pinch my wrist. I don't want to negotiate. I want Callum to challenge Dames and make him pay. The alphas on their feet around the table look at me like I'm prey. Wolf eyes glint in the darkness. The man on his back beneath Callum's foot gasps for breath, and Callum pushes his boot down harder. Only Blake seems calm, though. I know him well enough to guess it's an act. He sits back in his chair and straightens his collar. Besides him, Callum's chest rises and falls deeply, and veins throb in his neck. Let her go, he growls. No, says James. There are 3 blistered lines down both of his cheeks where I attacked him. They look like claw marks. Not until I'm finished with her. If you touch her, you'll what? Defy me? Betray me? Attempt to lead an uprising to my throne? James's voice is increasing in volume. It seems you're already doing those things, brother. We're at war. Our people are dying, and you see it fit to set the wolf against the wolf. We're our own real enemies lie south of the border. The alphas murmur in agreement. The man holding the dagger at Callum's throat tightens his grip on the hilt and his knuckles whiten. Callum doesn't seem to notice. When our real enemy is here, you align yourself with the daughter of the conqueror who invades our lands, the prize, the lord who holds Claire in the kennels, the lass who was betrothed to the man who fled our mother. The color drains from Callum's face. He clenches his fist as if he can hide his shock and pain. Regret swims through me. I'd broken the news of her death to Callum, but I didn't disclose my suspicions how she was murdered, gleaned when James told me about the fur coat that had arrived addressed to his father. I wanted to spare him that pain. I hated James for using this against him, as much as I hate him for what he's done to me. Callum blinks a couple of times. Rory is not our enemy. Sit down, brother. The wolf disappears from James's eyes. You and I have a lot to discuss. He nods at the man who holds a blade to Callum's throat. Put that away, Hamish. You can sit back down too. Hamish pulls back and sheathes his dagger. He sits and the others do too. Callum removes his foot from the alpha's neck. The male, who seems younger than the others, pushes himself to his feet. He narrows his eyes at Callum. You cunt, he mutters. Don't test me, Kenneth, snarls Callum. Kenneth sits down and folds his arms if he's unbothered, but his face is as red as his hair. There's nothing to discuss, James, says Callum. You took my lass, and you'll die for it. First, I'll be taking her back. He strides towards me. Duncan points a blade at my throat. I gasp and raise my chin to stop my skin from puncturing. Callum halts. I advise you to reassess, brother, says James, flexing his hand at his side. Callum walks back to his table. He seats himself at his head, opposite his brother. He points to Duncan. You and I will be having words when this is through. Duncan, pale, and Callum turns his attention to the head of the table. Talk. Your father would turn in his grave to see you two lads fighting over a southerner. The male beside James leans forward. Excuse me. He's older than the others, with gray hair. He has an angular face. There's an absence of laughter lines around his eyes. Our father thought you coward, Malcolm, after you ran the high peak with your tail behind your legs rather than coming to our grandfather's aid when he needed you, growls Callum. Malcolm's eyes flash. He's right, says James. Our father despised you. This is between me and my brother. I presume Alexander is on his way, Blake interjects. He is, says James, and my stomach feels watery. Oh my God, we got some watery bowels coming. Calm yourself, calm yourself. Blake drums his fingers on the table. Shall we get this on then? You're looking very smug for a Schmeden man, Blake, says James. You're looking very smug for a wolf who expects to rule a kingdom after negotiating yet again with the Southerners, says Blake. James's lips curl up. As opposed to my brother who surrounds himself with them. Blake laughs, the sound cold. Please, Aurora is no threat. As for me, I was on your council once too, James. James clenches his fist on the table. And look at how that worked out, you untrustworthy bastard. No, right, watery? I'm just saying, they said things are getting watery. I'm just watery, you know what I'm saying? He shakes his head. You both a threat to this kingdom, and my brother needs to see it. Rory is not a threat, grows Callum. He's right, says Blake. She's not. James, you're getting paranoid, just like your father did before his end. He said some interesting things about you, you know. A muscle feathers in James's jaw, and Malcolm's narrows his eyes. If you let Callum keep his pet, we'd not be in this mess now, would we? James is laughing, the sound gruff and humorless. She's Callum's pet, is she? Who else's would she be, says Blake's. I try to contain my indignation for the sake of self-preservation, but I can't. I'm no one's pet, I blurt. I'm the princess of the bloody Southlands! Rory, shut up sometimes! I digress. Duncan presses his blade into my skin, and I tense. Probably not the best idea to remind everyone of that right now. A few men jeer, and Callum growls to silence them. What do you want, James? You're my brother. We grew up together. We hunted in the forest around Highfell, and we picked flowers for our mother. When I broke my leg, you carried me to Glengaelach on your back. You taught me to wield a sword, and I have supported you loyally, always. I could have challenged you 1,000 times, but I pledged myself to you. His expression hardens. You have insulted me. You have harmed my lass. I care about above all others. You hold her now against her will. You knew how I felt about her, and you asked her for her hand in marriage anyway. You have dishonored yourself and brought shame to our family, to our mother. What's more, you're keeping Fee, one of mine, hostage. My honor will not let you walk away from that unscathed. You know that? Aye. James rests his arms on the table. I know at that moment you feel that way. I only wish to show you something before you make choices that you cannot be reversed. Alexander's men will be here within the hour. If you allow me one small demonstration, a demonstration that will cause the lass no harm, I'll let her go, and you can decide whether you want a head start and take her away before Alexander gets here, or whether you leave her with me so I can get Claire, one of our own, back from the borderlands. Callum releases a humorous laugh. What is it you want to show me, brother? James runs a hand across his jaw. I want to make a request of Blake. A simple task. If he completes it, you can go. I want you to pay very close attention to his reaction when I ask him this. Blake's eyes glint in the slither of the moonlight that creeps through the arched window, as if he's intrigued. My chest tightens, though. I feel his pulse of weariness. Callum turns his head, and Blake shrugs, one arm over the back of his chair. Go on then, says Callum. James turns his attention to the Alpha of Lowfell. You thought you were so fucking clever, didn't you, Blake? You turned Callum, my own blood, against me. You talked me into asking her for her hand in marriage. You thought if I knew Callum wanted her, I would want her more. Did you really think that taking something from my brother would please me? He shakes his head. No, I decided I wanted her in spite of that. Do you know, it was actually pushed me into marrying her? I'm sure you're going to tell me, says Blake. It was you, Blake. He huffs a dark laugh. I never seen you take an interest in anyone the whole time I've known you. Then I hear that you gave the southern lass your collar while Callum was gone and assisting me in battle. Probably one of his games, I thought, until I saw you dance with her the night of the feast. You couldn't take your eyes off of her, could ya? I thought, what is it about this lass that has captured the attention of the elusive Blake? And she has caught your attention, hasn't she? I try to wrench my wrists apart, and the rope chafes. I've had enough of this. It needs to stop. A dimple creases Blake's cheeks. She's the daughter of the Southland's kings. Oh, fuck off, Blake. That's not why. I had your chamber searched when you left. Oh, shit. I found a very interesting book hidden in there. Does James know that our lives are linked? It was full of torture, removal of organs, experimentations of wolves. It was pretty grim. Though I'd expect nothing less from you. There was something else within those pages that caught my attention. Though you know what I'm asking about, don't you? The smile remains on Blake's face, but his shoulder tightens. What is it that you want to do with me, James? James leans back in his chair. Are you watching, brother? Caleb's brow creases. Aye. Blake, I will let the princess go if you kiss her. What the hell is going on? What's going on? What's going on? Why? I hear myself in my mic. I am so freaking annoyed right now. I don't know what's going on. Ah! It's annoying. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel, spin the wheel. No, that mutes it. That's when you said I can't hear you. And I clicked it. You said, never mind. That mutes it for y'all. Oh, Star Side again! All right. I wonder if that will do it. All right. Nope. Echo is still, yep. I don't know why it's echoing. All right. Anyway. All right, folks. I think we may get one, maybe two more in, and I will see how long they are. Let's just get into it. Chapter 30. Let's go. Blake's laugh chills me as much as James's request. Blake, I will let the princess go if you kiss her. Is that what gets you off nowadays, James? Asked Blake. A few of the alphas around the table snicker. My blood roars in my ears. I can't understand why he's asking Blake to do this. Logically, it's a small ask in exchange for my freedom. That is, if we can trust that James will keep his word. Yet my entire soul protests. I can't quite understand the force of my protest. Blake kissed me before once, when Callum was dosed with wolfsbane, and he was trying to provoke Callum's wolf. It bothered me then, but it didn't make my soul free, as if it were a flame. Perhaps it's because I know this time how much it will provoke Callum. I know Blake holds an inkling of attraction toward me, even if he pretends he does not. James must be trying to cause a rift between the alphas, using me to do so, because they make a powerful alliance. It wasn't that added an echo. I haven't done anything. I haven't added any. That's why I'm saying it's that I'm hearing the echo too. That's what I've been trying to tell you all night, my love. A setting has been blown up in OBS. We're just gonna have to rebuild it. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Let me try to fix it. Ugh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me see if I can fix it. See, but it was just on my end, but I haven't done anything. So that's what I don't understand. If it was on my end and then now you're hearing it, like, how did it? You see what I'm saying? That it doesn't make sense. That's why I'm trying to figure out. And I can hear it. It's right here, but I don't know why. I haven't changed any settings. And then now all my docs are gone. So, everything has been, yeah. Properties, jeez, oh Lord. Wireless mic isn't hooked up, my love. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see if it's here. Maybe there's something here. No, only two chat mics there. That doesn't, no, okay. See, you said, but I hear it myself, so I kind of hear that, and that's anyway, I don't know. Pretend I have a cold, right? I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right, we'll finish this chapter up, and then I'm just gonna blow up OBS, and I'll work on that for the rest of the night, so it'll be ready for tomorrow because it's annoying. All right, here we go. Where was I? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, chapter 30. If that's what gets you off, James, my blood roars in my ears. I can't understand why he's asking Blake to do this logically. It's a small ask in exchange for my freedom. That is, if we can trust that James will keep his word. Yet entire soul protests. I can't quite understand the force of my protest. Blake kisses me before once. Blake's kissed me before once when Callum was dosed with wolf banes and he was trying to provoke Callum's wolf. It bothered me then, but it didn't make my soul feel as if he were aflame. Excuse me, perhaps it's because I know this time how much it will provoke a Callum. I know Blake holds an inkling of attraction towards me, even if he pretends he does not. James must be trying to cause a rift between the two alphas, using me to do so because they make a powerful alliance. Or perhaps my feelings have nothing to do with Blake and everything to do with James, taking away my autonomy. He already forced me to be a wolf, and now he has me tied to a stone column and expects to kiss a man against my will. I'm not kissing anyone. I try to pull apart from the ropes that binds my wrist and pinches my skin. Duncan presses the points of his dagger into my chin. I still. Settle down, he says. Everyone stares at me. 8 men, 6 of whom will probably revel in my humiliation. Callum looks like a statue carved of a mountain of stone. He pulls back his emotions the way he does when he's under threat. I can't tell what he's thinking. Well, says James. No, Blake smiles. But his eyes are hard. I'm not kissing Callum's pet. James leans forward. Why not? You're not a strategist, James. If you mean to create a rift between Callum and me, it won't work. You won't kiss the lass, but you are happy enough to mark her and claim her as yours on the night of Ochid. So it seems, James addressed Callum. His reluctance is interesting, isn't it, brother? It's just a kiss. It's not like I'm asking him to get her, you know what I'm saying? He knows as well as I do that you'll get over it given the circumstances, particularly as it likely will save her life. What is that he does not want us to see, I wonder? James gets up and strolls towards me. The marks I gave him are healing already, and the 3 lines on both of his cheeks look at fainted scratches. Duncan pulls away the dagger and steps back. Don't you think she's a pony? James grabbed my chin, and his scent of the bracken and steel assaults me. He turns my face towards Blake. Blake's jawline tightens. I try to pull away, but James's grip becomes painful. Blake straightens, ever so slightly in his seat. He doesn't like that, does he, brother? He releases me. I edge my way under his hips, bang against the stone columns. Chuckling, James strides back to his seat and drops into it. I turn to Callum. Sure is going to challenge James and put a stop to this. There's a crease between his eyebrows, and he stares at Blake. Do as he says. Callum's low growl is barely audible, but it near deafens me. My inside's hollow, and a darkness fills me. I thought he would protect me. I thought he would save me from this humiliation. Blake turns his head towards Callum. Seriously? Seriously. Careful, Callum. Some things cannot be undone. Both seem to hold their breath. Callum jerks his head. Blake sighs. His chair screeches across the tiles as he pushes it back and stands. He drags his teeth over his bottom lip, then taps the surface of the table with his fingertips. I think he's trying to communicate something to Callum, but Callum stares at his clasped hands. Shaking his head, Blake strolls past the gathered wolves that makes his way to me. This can't be happening. Callum can't be allowed to happen. Robert jeers, and another wolf whistles. Callum does nothing. Nothing. I want to shed my skin, to disappear into the darkness where no one can see me. The noise muffles around me as I struggle against my bindings for a second. I'm back in the Church of Light and Sun, held by the Sisters of the Sun, while the High Priestess prowls towards me. Helplessness crashes through me. Like then, no one intervenes. Callum doesn't intervene. Blake's body heat and scent wash over me, and he stands so I can no longer see the men who jeer and laugh. His expression is solemn. Even though he's holding back his emotions from me, I sense his reluctance. I shake my head. Don't! He touches my bicep. He runs his hand down my arm to my wrist and slides his thumb between my skin and the rope. I hold my breath, because it seems like he's testing how tightly I'm bound. As always with him, I'm unsure if he's going to help me or make things worse. I know he doesn't want to kiss me. I cup my face with both hands and touch his gentle yet firm. His mouth is a breath away from mine. I'm sorry about this, Aurora, darling. He brushes his lips against mine. His mouth is hard and unrelenting for a second. Then he softens. His darkness floods me. His pine scent coils around me like a deadly serpent and refuses to let go. His heartbeat thunders in my ear, loud and unsteady. Feelings that are not my own feeling I cannot decipher, tangle with my fear and my anger I cannot breathe. A word rumbles in my head, intangibles. The wildness inside my head. What? The wildness inside me rises its head. My blood howls. My canines ache. Everything aches. I'm nothing but this dark, endless, aching void that needs to be filled. I'm an infinite scream, growling rage entombed in stone. I cannot bear it. I part my lips and he slides his tongue against mine. He grabs my face and tightens. His grip on my face tightens. I jerk back and Blake stills. The wolf blazes in his eyes. His pupils are blown and his irises fleckle with the same molten gold that courses through my veins. The jeers fill the air. Blake takes a deep breath. Movement catches my eye beyond him. Callum's breathing is fast. His nostrils are flared. He wears his emotions for all to see, and the anguish in his eyes is disproportionate to what is happening. He could have stopped it. Blake looks over his shoulder. Something seems to pass between the two men, and Callum pulls back his pain. He inclines his head. Callum kicks Kenneth's chair, and Blake grabs Duncan. A second later, Kenneth and Duncan are both on the floor, and Blake holds Duncan's dagger. Blake slices the blade through my bindings, while Callum throws the chair through the air towards James. James dodges aside with a roar. I stagger back as the rope falls to the ground. Blake hooks an arm around my waist and pulls me flush against him. He moves us both to the other side of the column to block the sword on one of the men in the green kilts. The ring of steel against the stone echoes in my ears. Blake pushes me back, twists the knees and the mail into the crotch, and slides the blade across his throat. Callum pushes aside another chair, punches Kenneth in the face, and strides towards James. Brother, I challenge you, the wolf throne. Face me now, or... The arched stained glass windows from one side of the ballroom shatters. He and James both rise their elbows over their faces to protect themselves from the shards of glass. Blake spins away from another male, his dagger even bloodier that his victim crumples to the ground. A rock rolls into the middle of the space. Seconds later, men pour into the room from the outside. Their shouts fill the space. Glass crunched beneath their boots. They're wearing the stars sigil of the borderlands on their chests. The Alphas draw their swords, turning to greet them in battle. Alexander has clearly sent them to attack, not to negotiate a trade. Bam, bam, bam! Excuse me. Woo! James' eyes find mine. I need the lass. Someone get the lass. He strides in my direction. Callum charges at him, grabs him around the waist, and tackles him. They hit the floor, tiles with a thud and the rattles of the chandelier. Get her out of here, roars Blake. Blake grabs my wrist. Time to go, little. He pulls me into his chest and turns us both around as a loud crack reverberates through the ballroom. White hot pain bursts against my shoulder, and both Blake and I grunt. There's another crack, and I feel it again, slightly lower. My legs buckle. Fuck! Blake hisses into the crook of my neck. He holds me tightly. My pain dissipates as Blake's breathing is ragged. On the other side of the room, one of Alexander's men holds a musket. Adrenaline crashes through me as Blake has been shot twice. The man turns and aims his weapon at another of one of the Alphas. I grip Blake's arms under. I grip Blake's back under his arms and try to keep him upright. Blake, are you okay? My words catch in my throat. A tall male packed with muscle strolls through the space where one of the walls once was. His hair is black and shaved close to his skull. Even though he's human and the wind is cold, he only wears a thin black coat over his breeches. Expensive and embroidered. It's odd with this brutality of this appearance. The moonlight heightens a mad glint in his eyes and the scar that cuts through his eyebrow. Alexander, I breathe. He's even more fearsome than he was in the finery of the palace. There are no rules here, no etiquette, no one to stop him from taking what he wants. He grins and flashes perfect white teeth as he strides towards us. Hello, love. His voice carries over the chaos. It's been a while. I've been looking for you. Chapter 31. Wow, what is going on? I wonder, do. You wrote the book of love. Woo, we got a spin coming up. Let's spin a Rooney. All right. I think that's a good spot to stop right there because I got to figure out what is happening. What is happening? Oh, it is. It's getting really good. It's getting good. I like it. I like it a lot. What is this? Why is it? I don't want output. It shouldn't use. Huh. All right, let's see something. So is the echo still there now? Yep, still there. Didn't change it. Didn't work. Didn't work. All right, that was the spin. What was the spin? Oh, God. Well, you know how that goes.
I'm Chode Barlow.
And I'm Jonas, and we have a song for you.
All right, folks. With that being said, we're gonna end the stream a little early tonight, unfortunately. Exactly right. It's a new book now. But like I said, I'm gonna blow up my OBS and figure out where all these things are, settings are. Is stock? Why is that active? It says goes away, doesn't it? Why all of a sudden is it picking up? My camera's picking up the audio. That's what it is. It shouldn't. I don't know why. Interesting. Dear Agony. Yep, it's still there. Anyway, all right, folks, that's what we're going to do. We're going to figure this out. I'll get it back up. Like I said, we're at 31, page 199, so we just got about 200 pages left. We're going to try to figure it out. I'm going to work on this tonight. Be on the lookout tomorrow. We'll have some videos posted, and yeah, we'll be doing that one. Sorry for all the technical difficulties, folks. I want to thank everybody for stopping by, hanging out with me for these few hours, and just having a good time. Like always, I appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Have a good one, folks. I don't even know where to turn everything off anymore. We will. We'll figure it out, but everything's all crazy. Oh, wait, here we go. I got to do this. All right, maybe it's this one, because now this is all discombobulated. What is happening? What is... Oh, she extended like 3 screens across. Oh, I see what she did here. All right, we'll figure it out. Have a great night, folks. We will see you good googly moogly next time. Good googly moogly. I'm a chud, I'm a little chud.